Okay. I am tired of looking at my hideous granny square one I've done, I think it was a year ago? I don't know. Anyway, to do a granny square, I think maybe we should bring it in a little bit. I don't know. Let's try that. We're experimenting here. Alright. Usually, if I do a granny square, I just chain 2. Okay, because it's a lot easier than doing a magic circle. You can do a magic circle if you want. Oh, I think we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to, yeah, we'll chain 3 for granny square. And we're going to put your hook in. It'll be 1, 2, a third one here from the hook. And then we'll start. This chain represents one of your double crochets. So we're doing double crochets into this little loop here. So this counts as 1. Your chain counts as 1. We already have 2 now, so it'll be like 3. And we're going to do a 4-1. So, and then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you can see that or not, because it's really tiny on my camera. And you do 3 in the corner. I do 3 in the corner. I heard some people do 2, but 3 is the traditional, because you gotta, well, anyway, you do your 3, chain 3, and then you do 4 double crochets. So I know there's a bit of a shadow on here, and I'm going to do my best to stay in. Okay, and then you need to do your next corner, which you chain 3, and then again you want to do your 4 double crochets. So now it's going to look like that. Now you want to chain 3 again. If you hear noise in the background, it's because my children are watching TV and playing video games and maybe walking back and forth. And then you do your 4 double crochets again. So you now have 4 double crochets. And I'm throwing stuff. Okay. Then you want to chain 3 in the corner. And then you want to attach to your chain. And you want to chain 3. There. So it'll look like this. Well, this tail is not supposed to be in the way here. It's being goofy. So we'll just get that out of the way. We're not going to worry about that right now. Tuck that in later. And then you do your chain. And remember, this one is going to be count as a double crochet. But we're not going to worry about that one right now. What we're going to do is get some yarn on the hook, because we're going to put 4 double crochets in over here. You just go and just lean into that and into your end here. And you want to do 4 double crochets. You can do 3 if you want, but we're doing 4. And the idea with the granny square is to make sure that all sides are even, because you're doing a granny square. So you do your 3 in the corner here, and then you do your 4 double crochets. So your corner will look like, as soon as I'm done here, will look like this. That corner will look like that. So you do 4 double crochets, you chain 3, and then you do 4 double crochets again. Then you just, and you don't need to add any in between here. You just put some yarn on your hook and reach into the next corner. And you do your 4 double crochets. And then you do your 3 chain 3, and then you do your 4 double crochets. So you should have 8 double crochets and 3 chain. And then you just reach over to your next corner and do your 4 double crochets. And then you do your 1, 2, 3, and your next set of 4 double crochets. Hopefully I'm staying in camera the whole entire time. And then you reach over to your next corner and you do your 4 double crochets. And then you do your 3 chain. And then you only do 3 double crochets in this corner because this one counts as a double crochet. And you just attach with a single crochet, with a slip stitch. And then you go 1, 2, and 3. So your first 2 rounds should resemble this. I don't know if you can see that. Whoop. Now we're going to do a third one. So remember that chain here counts as one of your double crochets. So you should have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this gets a little tricky because you got to remember to do this. Now you just yarn over and reach into that corner stitch, into the chain over there, and then you just do your 4 double crochets. And you go 1, 2, and 3. And then the corner should look like that. And then you yarn over and reach into the next item there, and you do your 4 double crochets. And then you just continue on doing what you were doing. In each corner, you do your 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you chain 1, 2, 3. And then you do 4 more double crochets. And it doesn't matter what size hook you use. Just remember, the smaller the hook, the smaller the square. The bigger the hook, the bigger the square. And if you want to make sure that you're all uniform, you can tack them down to square them up. I know what the technical name for it is, but I just can't remember it offhand right now. Alright, so you should look like this. Just keep doing your... And don't do this tired, because if you do this really, really tired, I miss stitches when I'm tired. I'm sure you all do too. If you're having a really stressful day, you may want to do something that de-stresses you a little bit, because sometimes people have a really tight tension when they are stressed out. Oops. So, and then you reach over again. You can stop and check it too to make sure you have all your double crochets and 3 in the corner and all that. And you can use any kind of yarn to do this. And there you go. And then you attach with the slip stitch to that one, if I can get it to go. The stitches may be a little tight. That's okay though. We'll get it to work. Then you just attach with a slip stitch, and I usually pull the yarn through and cut it, but I did not grab my scissors. I used it in the other room. So there you go. It's a good granny square. And there it is. Have fun!